5 Best Places to Visit in Tuscany. Visited by millions of tourists every year, Tuscany is one of the most popular regions in Italy. Located in the center of the country, Tuscany boasts scenic and serene landscapes, with pretty villages and towns dotted about its rolling hills, low-lying mountains, and fertile farmland. To the west, it is bordered by the Ligurian and Tyrrhenian Seas, where you can also find the idyllic island of Elba and the tantalizing Tuscan Archipelago. While exploring the scenery in the Val d'Orcia and Chianti Wine Region is a treat, Tuscany is also famed for its romantic cities and towns. Its tourist attractions include age-old churches, elegant piazzas, and impressive palaces. These are lovely to wander around, with the historic centers of Siena, Pisa, and Lucca particularly delightful places to visit in Tuscany. On top of all this, Tuscany's capital of Florence is undoubtedly one of the most beautiful cities in the world, and is almost unrivaled when it comes to its countless artistic and architectural treasures. Number 5. Lucca. Lying just a short train or bus journey to the northeast of Pisa, Lucca is a great place to visit. That is mostly known for its well-preserved city walls. Now a pleasant pedestrian promenade, they encircle an enchanting old town, which is home to elegant piazzas, palaces, and churches. Founded by the Etruscans around the 3rd century BC, Lucca boasts ancient architecture and arresting historic sites, with its delightful Duomo one of the highlights. Lying at the heart of the small city is Piazza dell'Anfiteatro. This former Roman amphitheater is now a public square, surrounded by picturesque pastel-colored houses and cafes. Hidden amongst Lucca's cobbled streets are centuries-old churches, while a couple of lofty towers can be spotted here and there. While the small city has a laid-back feel to it, as evening descends, its bars and restaurants come to life, and its dimly lit streets have a magical air about them. Number 4. Chianti Region. Famed around the world for its fantastic wines, the Chianti Wine Region is home to stunning scenery, with fertile vineyards and farmland, coating its rolling hills and low-lying mountains. Set between Florence and Siena, the loosely defined area is a very popular place, with thousands of people visiting its wineries and towns every year. The best way to explore the region's beautiful countryside is by car. This allows you to stop off at charming towns such as Greve, Panzano, and Rada, set in scenic spots amidst farms, forests, and olive groves. They certainly paint a pretty picture, with stone farmhouses, romantic Romanesque churches, and crumbling castles on show. As the Chianti Wine Region is such a large producer of agricultural products, no visit is complete without sampling some of its fine cuisine and delicious wines. Lots of serene and secluded wineries dot its divine landscapes. These offer tasting sessions in an unforgettable Tuscan setting. Number 3. Pisa. Although it is most famous for its iconic Leaning Tower, Pisa has much more to it. A wealth of artistic and architectural treasures can be found around town. Once a significant maritime power, the riches the city derived from commerce and conquest fueled the construction of grand Gothic churches, refined Renaissance piazzas, and beautiful Romanesque buildings. Wandering around the small city is a treat, with impressive facades and fine architectural features wherever you look. Dotted here and there are several great museums, while Piazza dei Miracoli is the star attraction. Not only is it home to the world-famous tower, but also a splendid baptistry and cathedral, which boasts marvelous marble columns, magnificent mosaics, and some monumental works of art. Despite all the history on show, Pisa has a lively and youthful feel to it due to its prestigious university. A host of great bars and cafes line its piazzas, while a packed schedule of parties, cultural events, and small festivals takes place throughout the year. Number 2. Siena. One of the most popular and picturesque places to visit in Tuscany, Siena lies some 70 kilometers to the south of Florence, surrounded by rolling hills and farmland. Founded by the Etruscans over 2 millennia ago, the small city is full of architectural marvels. Impressive historical sites and cultural landmarks can be found around its charming Centro Storico. At its heart lies the shell-shaped Piazza del Campo, widely regarded to be one of the most majestic medieval squares in Europe. Famed for being the site of the exhilarating Palio di Siena horse race, It is lined by pretty palaces and townhouses, with its 102-meter-high Torre del Mangia towering above the city's endless red rooftops. While getting lost in Siena's atmospheric old streets is a must when in town, its dashing Duomo is the real showstopper. Built out of black and white marble, the Romanesque cathedral exhibits exquisite art and architecture, with fantastic frescoes, stunning sculptures, and a subterranean baptistry all on show. With so much art, history, and culture to be explored, Siena is not to be missed when visiting Tuscany. Number 1. Florence. Renowned for being the birthplace of the Renaissance, Florence is one of the most resplendent, romantic and refined cities on earth. Packed with astonishing artworks and architecture, the capital of Tuscany lies on the banks of the Arno River, surrounded by gently rolling hills. For centuries one of the most important centers in Europe, Florence flourished with astounding edifices such as Palazzo Pitti, Ponte Vecchio, and Santa Maria del Fiore, all springing up, boasting an incredible facade. The latter is one of the largest cathedrals in the world, and dominates Florence's skyline. It is, however, just one of many beautiful buildings. While exploring the city's cobbled streets, you'll come across many elegant palaces, centuries-old churches, and impressive monuments, as it was once home to masters such as Botticelli, Da Vinci, Donatello, and Michelangelo. The city's many museums are full of world-famous paintings, sculptures, and artworks. While this rich history and culture is on show wherever you go, Florence is very much a living and breathing city, which is just as famed for its cutting-edge fashion and shopping as its culinary traditions and Tuscan wines. Subscribe to our channel for more similar videos.